guys, welcome back. It's Matt here, and today we are doing the top apps of August for 2020. So I really do hope you enjoy this video. Remember to subscribe down below as well as hit that bell icon, but let's go straight into the video. Okay, so here's my home screen. I've just done a few videos on my launcher setup. If you want to see that, links down below. But the first app is called Mi Control Center. It's basically like the MIUI OS control panel, but it basically brings it to all Android devices. You can customize your control center as well as the notification shade. You can control where you swipe down from and all the sort of layout and color options. But basically swiping down from the right brings up this control panel, which is really clean, really nice to use. And you get some toggles which you can expand, like your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, and all of those ones at the top. And you can also add further toggles at the bottom. When you're playing music, it does also pop up here with a little card. You can skip the song and change the output. But overall, I think this is really nice and minimal, and honestly, I'm really digging it. So you can go ahead and add various different toggles and customize all of the different ones that you have available. Something super nice is you can click on this little battery logo in the top and it will open up your battery usage, and you can go ahead and see your screen on time. Swiping down from the left brings up the whole notifications section where you can go ahead and swipe away and dismiss notifications. I also think this looks really clean as well, and there is a clear all button at the bottom. Diving a little bit further in the settings, you do have some options to change the way it looks, change animations and the tile layout. There's a ton of options. You really just need to download it, play around with it for yourself, and jump into the settings. Next app up is AniWeather. This is a very simple weather app, and overall it's just super clean and just gives me the information I need without any bloatware. So it tells me the temperature, my current location, the weather that it is right now, including changing the background. It also tells you some further information in the bottom. Clicking on this umbrella up here brings up the settings page where you can change your units of measurement and also your time. Swiping over brings up the next 48 hours, so you can go ahead and see the temperature, whether it's going to rain, and what time. It has both days, and you can swipe over again, and then you get the next 7 days, which shows you the weather forecast for the entire week. Not much else to say, but it's very clean and I highly recommend you try it out. Up next is InstaBio. So you might be familiar with the fact that you can only have one link on your Instagram. This app basically puts all your socials together in one big card, and there's many themes to choose from. However, they pretty much all are pro and you have to pay for them, but there is a stock theme that's free. You can change the buttons and also the colors of the text in the background, and basically you just paste this link into your Instagram or wherever you want, and it will then pop up with all your socials. It means that when people click it, they have access to view all the different types of social media, from Facebook, Twitter, all the way to YouTube. Up next is access dots. So you might be familiar with the new iOS feature that displays a dot if there is a microphone or camera being used. This is super helpful just for security and also for people who are just a little bit cautious. When you open something like the camera app, it will basically show you there's a red dot, which means the camera is being used. So you know whenever you see that the camera is on. You can also see a green dot when the microphone's being used. So really, if any app is sort of snooping on you, you can go ahead and see these two dots and immediately know that those things are activated. In the settings, you can change the color of the toggles as well as their positioning. There is some pro options, but it's a pretty good app. Up next is Logo Maker. This is very simple and elegant, and you can make some pretty cool cover photos for Instagram or really anywhere you want. It's got some preset backgrounds. You can choose them, change your crop and your aspect ratio. You can add text. You can change the color, font, size, alignment. You can do a lot. You can also add background effects, and overall you can make some pretty interesting minimal cover photos. And as you can see, I've made quite a few just here, but it's definitely worth checking out. The next one is copy text on screen. So sometimes you might be in an app which doesn't let you copy the text, and there might be a huge amount, say for a code, like a coupon code, or maybe just a description. All you do is simply screenshot. You then hit share on the screenshot, share it with the app. It will then scan through and it will grab all the text from inside the photo, and then you can go ahead and copy it, share it, or even translate it. Second last on the list is Bearable. This one's quite different to all my other apps, but I thought, especially right now, it's quite useful because it basically documents how you're feeling and also symptoms if you're not feeling too well. You can plot it in here, starting with your mood, so you can choose pretty much how you're feeling, and I'd say I'm just about standard, so in the middle. And you can go ahead and choose more specific information, whether you're stressed, whether you have headaches. You can also enter symptoms like abdominal pain or depression or anything like that. It's also got some activity choices, so you can tell it pretty much what you've been doing today, whether you've been social, active, whatever it might be. You can also enter your sleeping pattern, and you can go ahead and see how much you've been stressed, how many times you've had a headache. You can also go ahead and see your hobbies and how they've affected your stress level and things like that. And it will slowly plot it on this diagram, which you can go ahead and then view over the entire year or just monthly. There's many purposes you could have for this app, but I think it's definitely handy, especially during COVID-19. And there's also a dark mode. But yeah, just go try it out. The last one on the list is Ariel. I could not do a top apps video without a wallpaper app, and I recently did one. So this is live wallpapers. These are moving wallpapers. They do have 4K options as well, and I think they look really, really nice. You can easily set them as your home screen or lock screen, and I found they don't really use too much battery up. Obviously, they use more than a static wallpaper, but there's tons to choose from. Most of them are really vibrant and they're natural, sort of like nature or abstract shapes and colors, but there is quite a few to choose from. Unfortunately, there's quite a few premium ones. However, I've found that there is some really nice ones and I haven't actually purchased a premium subscription. There is a ton to choose from, you'll just have to scroll through to find the good ones. But anyway guys, that's my top apps. I really try to shorten it, make it a lot simpler, and not really go on too much about the apps in depth, really just tell you the main features they have. But thank you for watching guys, peace out, I'll see you guys later.